What's up, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy PS3 and I'm coming at you with another story time. And I know I have not did a story time in a while. I'm sorry, but I've been trying to give you other gameplays. You know what it is? You know how it is. But today I'm coming at you with my first ever deer that I have dropped. And this is kind of a mix between my most scariest and my most funnest experience. But before I get into the gameplay, this is a MK14 Moab. I went 35-7 on the map interchange, and I'm going to be pumping out Black Ops 2 gameplays more often. Alright, enough about this gameplay. Let's go ahead and jump into the story. Okay, this all started when my aunt called me, my uncle. He was like, "Do you want to go hunting?" And I was like, "Of course." So, I was like, alright, I'm going to get my stuff together. And he comes around like 4 in the morning. So, we go down to the country, and it's like 4:30 because he drives really fast. And we have to go all the way across town. Then we have to go down to the country. That's like an hour and a half ride. But he made it 30 minutes. I don't know how, but he made it 30 minutes. So, after he comes pick me up, we go down to the country, and it's nighttime and stuff like that. I put on my camouflage, and basically I'm just waiting on them to get done talking and stuff. I forgot my jacket, so I'm about to freeze. So when I borrow one of their jackets, but when I put on one of the jackets, we load up in the truck, and we we gonna set off on this adventure because they didn't know where we were gonna go. But when we found the place, I didn't know I was gonna hunt by myself. So when they dropped me off on the 4-wheeler, I'm like, yo, you best to get in here with me. I don't care if it's 2 feet by 2 feet, you best to get in here with me. Because it was actually like 2 feet by 2 feet. But I was like, yo, you better get in here with me. So he leaves me, and I'm like, alright. Alright, so, it was morning, and I'm not gonna be a little girl and run out like the other times. Like I actually ran out the stand, shooting hours, whatever you want to call it. But I was like, alright, I'm not going to be a little girl and do it this time. So I stayed in there. I didn't see anything. But I thought I did see something in the distance. But I was like, forget it. So the afternoon rolls around. We busy working and stuff. So the afternoon rolls around. He puts me in the same spot. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, I wanted to go to a different spot, and I want to go to this spot because I don't see anything in the freaking morning. So why you think I'm going to sit right here again? I'm tired of sitting 5 hours and not seeing anything. So I'm sitting here like, okay, forget it. Just go ahead and sit right here. So 2 hours roll by, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God. And I barely got any sleep. So I legit, I fell asleep. Woke up like an hour later. Went back to sleep. Woke up another 5 minutes. And then I woke up again. But I went to sleep again. I don't know when I said woke up again. But between those 2 naps that I had corresponding with each other, I heard a noise. And this would scare me. Because I heard a noise. And it was like, you know how like a deep, it was kind of like a male lion roaring, and a lot of birds were just like caw, caw, caw. But this what really scared me. When this did this, it was like right there by me, but I couldn't see it. When it did it, all the birds just shut up and they just flew away, and I'm sitting here like, what is this? So I'm like, I'm on guard. I got the gun. I'm like, okay, if it comes out, because I don't know what it is. If it comes out, it's getting popped today. Okay, I wait. Oh, watch this clutch. I'll go right here. Getting shot from this way. Don't see him. I'm running in the building. Oh, he comes in the last stand. Oh, I'm running out the building. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I put down the gun, and I'm sitting like, okay. Maybe it's my imagination. Maybe it is. reminding you now, it is actual boars and pigs and sows out here now. So, and they're very aggressive. So I came and I was like, okay. I came to my senses. I was like, okay, it's nothing. I'm just, take me another nap and just kind of forget about it. So, like 5 minutes later, I didn't see anything, and I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm going to sleep no matter what. I don't care if it comes kill me. I'm going to sleep because I'm really tired. So I fall asleep, and this would really, really, truly scare me down to my core because of when I went to sleep, and as soon as I woke up, I heard something walking around my shooting house. That's what it is, where you sit in and you wait for something to come by. If you did not know, but I just heard something walking around it, and I couldn't see it, but I can hear it. I couldn't see it, but I can hear it. So all of a sudden, it's just like I just heard, like it was like, and it hit my shooting house, and it kind of shook, and I'm like, what? Okay, what is this? What is this? I still have my head down, so I'm like, okay, maybe it didn't see me. So I couldn't move. Like when you get so scared, you get into this like shock where your body kind of like shuts down and then you're like, I can't move, but my body kind of went into a shock and I couldn't move. So I'm like, okay, I can't see it and I can't move. So basically, I'm a sitting duck, and I had to wait for it just to walk past or something like that. And when I lifted up, nothing was there. I mean, I got on edge. I was like, I'm not going to sleep anymore. Because this is like my third year being out in the woods, and I still do not like being in the woods at night by myself. I don't care if I have RPG with me. I'm still not fit to be out in the woods by myself at night. There's too many bad things that happen to people in the woods. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm on high alert. I'm like, okay. This is not fit to happen. I'm not fit to die. I don't care what walks on this field. I'm shooting and I'm running. I'm going to shoot, and when I shoot, I'm running. I don't care. That was a lucky Moab. But when I shoot, I'm running, and I'm running the opposite way that I shot. Because I'm not trying to die today. So I'm going to shoot, run, and just hide in the bushes. Wait for it to go away. Okay, like 20 minutes later, a deer walks out on my field. So I'm just sitting there, waiting. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to wait for it to turn broadside. If you do not know what turn broadside is basically when the animal side is facing your face. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like its heart and its shoulders are facing you. So I'm waiting. I'm like legitimately waiting like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. So I was all nervous to begin with. I'm ready to shoot. Got it in my sights and everything. And I was about to do a quick scope. I was like legitimately thinking about it. I was like, okay, I'm finna straight up quick scope. I was like, no, I ain't finna quick scope and miss. This is real life. So I zoomed in and I hard scoped him. No lie, I hard scoped him. That was the embarrassment. When I hard scoped him, his left leg folded up, and he was running. Soon as he ran like 3 feet, it was a hill. Soon as he ran 3 feet, he fell, rolled on the ground, and just started kicking. And I'm like, oh my god, I did it. And in this motion, when I did this, I almost broke the gun because I tried to bolt in another chamber, a bullet, and I already did it, and I did not know. So I tried to do like that. Anyway, I had to take the bullet out, load it back up. I don't know how I died right there, but I had to take it back and do all of that. stuff, and it really kind of made me mad. But I know it was kind of a boring story, but this is my scariest and one of my funnest, and it was a male deer. So it was my first ever deer. So if you do like the story, please give it a thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe if you never subscribed to my channel. If you don't, I'm sorry, but why you came into my channel and watched this video, son? Real talk. Yeah, this has been PS3 Esco Files. I'm gone.